Be-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm a winner. Greetings, fellow humans. It's been a while since I did. But this also has a purpose. I have to do like a random normal tea with JD, but there is tea and there is a JD, and there is a winning certificate of Camp NaNo Wrimo. So, cheers. This is Earl Grey tea. I still have that wonderful, wonderful package going strong. But yeah, I did want to take a little second to talk about Camp NaNoWrimo. I'm going to do another video for Booktubeathon and my whole experience with that. But this is about Camp NaNo. So I'm a winner. I finished over 51,000 words, and I still haven't written the acknowledgement section, which can be brief or short, depends on what I end up deciding to do. But I did it. It was an interesting and very different type of project for me, though. The effort that it took to compile the blog post, then read through it once. It was about 230 pages. Read through it once and realize that basically, in that document, I had another book, which I'm going to be working on, called Method to Madness, which is writing tips and motivation. Setting that aside, then taking the remaining 100, I don't know how many posts, organizing it, dividing it into group categories, editing, rewriting, adjusting, making sense of it all, giving each section a proper introduction, and making it work like a book, which I hope it does, has been rather interesting. It's something I'd never done before. It's something that I would do again. It was interesting for me. And yeah, I finished it, but I was way behind around Thursday from last week, and then I sat down. I was like, let's do this. So in about 4 days, 4 or 5 days, I did squeeze out close to finalizing 20,000 words. Finalizing, I say that, I don't want you to get the impression that I was like writing full. I did rewrite a lot, and I did edit a lot. But it's stuff that I had already written, so it would be like read it once, and then if I had to reformat it or something on those lines, I would, and I would rewrite it. 1,200 page post to make it into another type of essay in the third person or something like that. Sure, I did that a couple of times. Wasn't easy, but it wasn't excruciatingly hard either. It was more aligned to what I do with my work as a copywriter. I work in, for those who don't know, I do work in advertising as a copywriter. I also do translations. I also do editing work. I also do editorial work. I also do anything communications wise that might be needed in English or Spanish or both, or from one to the other. I can do. It's allowed me to hone my craft as a writer, and to become a lot faster working. I could go on a slump and then pick something up one day or 2 days, and advance almost 15,000 words from scratch. I have done this. This wasn't that case though, but it was interesting to pretty much internalize all of that content, which is originally it was what ended up being for writing out loud. It was about 65,000 words. I did trim a lot that I got under 50,000 words. So, and then editing and then seeing a post that didn't apply and deleting it and then writing something else. It was very interesting to find the logic in it all. But still, I did it. Would mark the second time that I win at Camp NaNo. I used the quotation marks because in April I did win in terms of the word count, getting to the word count, but I didn't finish all the works I wanted to. And why didn't I finish those projects rather than taking these two? Because I wanted to do these two, which was first one and then became two. That's me. But I rolled with it and I was motivated to work on it. And I think this message and my message and the point is that you should, if you have a day job, you should work on whatever is motivating you. A lot of people who are indie authors or who are pursuing a career as writers fall into writer's block or whatnot. I always recommend people to work on several projects so that they can gravitate from one thing to the other and always be working. That's the thing. You have to be progressing in something. Not too many projects, because the last thing that you want is to not finish something. And once you finish one thing, it does become addictive and you want to finish other things. This has been in the pipeline for about a year and a half. I was like, I'm going to do this now. And I did. And I sent it to 2 beta readers today. One was completely unsolicited. They were like, if you need help, by all means, let me help you out. And I'm like, sure, I need someone to read this. So I'm very thankful. Once I finish that process, I will give formal thank yous to everyone who helped in the process. And thank you for everyone who was rooting and cheering me on. As for cabin in the words, the cabin I was in, you guys were really cool. And thank you for welcoming to the cabin. I look forward to keeping in touch and seeing what else you guys do. So until next time, keep winning, and peace, love, and maki rolls.